everybody, welcome to our Women's Health Chat for Power Plate. Today we're continuing with our topic of training for motherhood, and I want to talk about releases today. And releases, I literally mean releasing the patterns that happen with repetitive movement. So because mums perform a series of repetitive movements, just like an athlete, their body will reflect these movements in their posture. So if we take our deadlift example, if they're always doing this, their body will get better at this, but it also sort of becomes ready for this at all times, okay? And mums are, breastfeeding, changing nappies, doing belly time. They're spending a lot of time with their arms up in front of them. And then if they're stressed, they're probably doing this as well, which just compounds the issue. So most commonly we see one of two issues or three, or all of them together. The first one is called upper cross syndrome and is essentially that. Okay, so the head is forward, the chest is pulled in, and you see the rounding of the back. The second posture we see a fair bit in mums is called lower cross syndrome, and that's where the abs are long and stretched after pregnancy and the back is short and tight. Okay, it kind of looks like that. You can have both, okay, and you can also have a posterior tilt. So again, sometimes the adaptation, say if there was a C-section or trauma in here, is this, okay, and you can also have the kyphosis with that, or the upper cross syndrome, okay? So the idea of releasing these postures is very much, okay, we see this, how do we turn it upside down and turn it the other way? And I'm going to give you some ideas today in how to achieve that on your power plate. All of these can be done on the floor at home as well. So we start with upper, if you see the slump and the upper cross syndrome, just a hand on the stem, inside leg steps and looks out. Be absolutely delicious. Now, none of these should hurt, and you can change your hand position to get different muscles. The rules of diversity that we discussed last week still apply. Choose a limb, move it 3 ways, and you'll get more from your movements and your stretching. The Titanic Stretch, I call this one. You hold onto your stem and you step and look at the roof. Now, both of these can be done in a doorway or against a wall. Hand against the wall, step, look. And in the doorway, step, look. Okay? And then a hip flexor stretch with your arms. So one leg on, one leg off. Drive the hips forward, arms go up, and then repeat. All of these are rhythmical. Go to the point of restriction and then back off. It should not hurt. And if you have special considerations or any pain whatsoever, don't do it or go see a physio. And then again, rules of diversity. Choose a limb, move it 3 ways. I don't think my chest is a limb, but I've chosen my chest and I'm moving it 3 ways. Still counts, right? I can still feel it in different places. So that's if you see this. If you see or you think you've got this sort of posture, okay, we would just want to turn it the other way. So we want to shorten here and lengthen here, and like gentle hip rocking might be your exercise. Roll downs on your power plate, so just gently relaxing down with gravity. I've got my knees bent, right, because you're on a power plate. The single leg hammy on here, so you just reach, relax, reach, relax, and then again, rules of diversity. I'm choosing my toe and I'm turning it 3 ways. Okay, but you could just as easily use your hands in 3 ways. And down dog. So this can be done on the ground or on the stem, this position. Okay, obviously, if you have a diastasis or an issue with the wall of your abdomen, this position here, not so good. We would change it to on your knees, okay? Again, rhythmical. Rhythmical is good. If that's too much for your abdominal wall, you can also do it standing. All right, still good. And then the opposite problem, if you have a flat lower back, again, physio, chiro, anyone can diagnose this, don't guess. If your lower back is flat, then we want to lengthen here and turn it the other way. So turn it out that way. So your cobra positions are good. Just relaxed. You could do down dog, so hips forward, head up. Be careful with these. If they're done incorrectly, they will hurt your lower back. So be careful. Okay? See how my abs are braced when I come up here. And then I relax there. My hips come right up to my hands. So this position, that position only if there's no pain. Okay, you should be able to relax. So you just change your level depending on where you can relax at. And then last one, we're going to step back and reach in the opposite direction. I would normally do it straight, like that. But just so you can see me, I'm going here. So my hand goes up past my ear and across. And across. Nice and rhythmical. This one has the advantage of getting your heart rate up at the same time. So the releases are important for creating balance in the body so that this doesn't become this, doesn't become this, right? We want to chip away. The goal is effortless alignment. So alignment where you're comfortable, there's no pain, and you're not rigid. You're not holding that posture. You're relaxed and calm. None of the releases should hurt. If you have a restriction, just meet it and back off. Don't push through anything. And as always, run them past an appropriately qualified professional if you're not sure. And then add diversity. You want to move 3 ways at least in any of those exercises just to make them life-worthy releases. Because, you know, yeah, great, stretch your shoulder, but your pec muscle runs like a fan, right? So you're actually only stretching your chest when you stretch it from here all the way down to there. So just doing that is quite limited. So start with that and then work outways. All right, I'll see you all next week.